what we have between Benavidez and Canelo, but we do have the fans screaming for the fight. Maybe one that they thought we could have gotten already, but it's fair to think that that's something on the horizon with his performance on Saturday night. Do you think that that's the right fight that's next for Canelo after Ryder, of course?
No, well, the next fight is Bivol. You know, we've already got, contractually, we have to go through that process of the rematch. We're already close to making that fight. Eddie Reynoso asked me a few months ago to do the Ryder and the Bivol fight. If we can't get the Bivol fight done, absolutely open. I mean, David Benavidez is also the mandatory. So we talked about the mandatory, situation. He's going to have to fight him at some stage. And trust me when I say, having worked with Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso, they will fight anybody. They don't care. And let me talk about Mexican monsters. Did you see what Canelo Alvarez did to Caleb Plant? He put him out, right? And Benavidez is a great fighter, but there's a difference between hitting him with everything and putting him out cold. And that's what Canelo did.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Sweet Science Tube. Let's get to it. All right, man. So, as you can see from the clip that I just showed you from the first beginning of the video, you see Eddie Hearn talking about Canelo, talking about the Benavidez fight, and he's basically saying that after the Ryder fight, Bivol is next. Yes, we was hoping for Benavidez, but he's already confirming that it's not going to be Benavidez unless the Bivol fight doesn't go through. Then they'll be going at Benavidez, according to Eddie Hearn. Now he's going to face Ryder in I think around May. So that means when if he faces Bivol, it'll be later this year, around September, October sometime. They don't have a date for it yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be like around September or October sometime. So that means that we possibly wouldn't be getting the David Benavidez fight until 2024, which would be around probably April or May sometime of next year. So let's just hope that the Bivol fight don't go through. He say he want to fight him because he say that it's personal for Canelo, and I get it. He lost and he want to avenge that loss. So but people don't really want to see that, man. People want to see him fight David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what I want to see. And then he's also making it sound like that it'll be an easier fight. That's what he said as well. It'll be an easier fight for Canelo if he faces Benavidez. He basically saying, he tried to follow up by saying David Benavidez is a great fighter, but it'd be a great, it'd be an easier fight for Canelo over Bivol. When he said it, I was thinking to myself, well, why not make it happen then if it's easier? But I get it. He says it's personal for Canelo. But then he started saying stuff like, you want to talk about Mexican monsters? Did you see what he did to Caleb Plant? You see what Canelo did to Caleb Plant? And it's like, and so what? We really using that in boxing? We really using that? Even Caleb Plant tried to use that at the press conference with David Benavidez kept bringing up Anthony Durrell and what he did to him, and he must forgot what David Benavidez had did to him as well. And now you got Eddie Hearn bringing it up. Did you see what Caleb Plant did to him? And I'm like, bro, first of all, don't try to put him in that same scene as with a Mexican monster, because, and I'm talking about Canelo, because monsters don't run from people. Monsters have people running from them. Monsters don't run from people. And I know Canelo is great, but don't try to downplay Benavidez and try to say that he basically trying to say that Canelo is the real Mexican monster. Like, bro, chill out. Because that theory is don't mean nothing in boxing. That theory that they try to use, he did this to that boxer and that boxer faced him too, but he didn't do no real damage to that same boxer that he did damage to. So that means that he gonna do this to him. Like, come on, bro. You can take Ricky Hatton, for example. Ricky Hatton, he did to Castillo what Mayweather couldn't. But look what Mayweather did to Ricky Hatton. He TKO'd him. Even Amir Khan, he did to Zab Judah what Danny Garcia couldn't. But look what Danny Garcia did to Amir Khan. He KO'd him. Look at Antonio Margarito. Look what he did to Miguel Cotto. He did what Shane Mosley couldn't. And then look what Shane Mosley did to Margarito. And I know that one. I know that one probably don't count for some of y'all because Margarito was a cheater anyway. But you guys get my point. You get what I'm trying to say? That don't mean nothing. You can't try to say. You can't make it seem like just because Canelo finished Caleb Plant and Benavidez didn't, that means that Canelo would also finish David Benavidez. It doesn't mean that. I'm sorry. That is not always the case. It's been proven, because in boxing, it's been proven that that's not always the case. But hopefully, man, this fight happens. I'ma hope the Bivol fight doesn't happen, so we'll get him versus Canelo, Canelo versus Benavidez, and yeah. But we'll have to wait and see. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video. Holla at your boy.